Guys, welcome to the gold and the gas farm tutorial, and we are on the roof of the nether here. And the first thing that we're going to want to do on the roof of the nether is that we're going to want to pile up from here to 228 on the Y. And if you don't know how to get to the bedrock ceiling, we will try to link a video for you, and if not, you can just go to YouTube searches and find it. So let's pile up to 228, and I will see you when we get there. Alright, now that we're at 228, we need to start building our floor, but let's explain why we're at 228 to begin with. Now if we look up there, we see that we have a little platform up there. That's for AFK. That's at 256, and the reason for that is that at 256 all the mobs underneath the nether bedrock floor despawn, and so we want to be able to also be between 28 and 32 blocks between the farm, so that mobs in the farm can roam and also don't have any chance of despawning whatsoever. So at 228 we meet those requirements, and that way it means that if anybody's in the nether while you're AFK, once they leave, any mobs that they may have spawned there will also despawn once they are gone, because you're more than 128 blocks from the nether there. So that is the reasoning for that. Hopefully that explains that well. So the next thing we need to do is actually go ahead and build this floor, and we're going to want to, even though we're offset from that platform up there, we're going to want to come out 2 blocks and have a 2-block gap between our floors. So the packed ice is what's going to be our floor, and then between the 2 floors we're going to have a row of trapdoors bridging the gap there. So the trapdoors are going to break the spots, fill up the spots that are empty, and we're going to come out by 22 blocks on this end going towards the north. Alright, and once we're at 22 blocks here, we're going to come out by 9, and that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, alright, so we're going to fill in this rectangle, and you should have a 22 by 9 rectangle and on this side, and mirrored on the other side with trapdoors all the way down. Alright, well, congratulations on completing that step. If you've done it correctly, there should be 2 9 by 22 platforms here, which are bridged by these trapdoors here in the middle. Alright, well, now the next thing we need to do is we need to take a block of choice, and we need to surround this entire farm in the block and go all the way around, and then come out by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we've already got pigmen spawning, so I think I'll go to peaceful so we don't run into any problems at the moment, since this is a tutorial. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to just surround it out like this. Now these are all potentially removable blocks here, as we are just using this as a template, but it will also be part of the aesthetic of the farm to kind of give it a clean look as we go along. So make sure that no matter what you do, you got 5 blocks there, as this will be for mobs falling down and gas drops being able to fall to the platform. So go ahead and surround the farm with the blocks like we did on the other end, and I will bring you back. Alright guys, well, if you were successful with this step, you should have a 32 by 24 platform here, and we're going to get our hoppers, and we're going to get a trapdoor if I can locate it. There we go. Alright, now we're going to come to the north end of the farm here, and we're going to face hoppers facing into the block here. We're going to come all the way down all 22 blocks, just like so. Now once this is all done here, we're going to mirror this on the other side, and then we're going to place our trapdoors on the sides of these hoppers just like so. Now go ahead and go all the way down, and then do it on the other side as well, and that'll be that step. Alright, with that step completed, it should look just like that. So we're going to break out the block here that the hoppers are facing into, and then we're going to place a downward facing dropper. I'm going to place a temporary block on the face of the dropper and come out by like that, so we can place an comparator there, and then a sticky piston taking a signal from the comparator, and then we're going to take an observer block and we're going to face it facing where the power signal away from the dropper, and then we're going to take a temporary block on top of the observer and another observer with the power coming on top of the dropper. Now what this is going to do, if we take and put a stack of any item in here, it will automatically fire every single item inside the dropper onto the ground there, and that's what it should be doing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy this on the other side. Alright, well, if you've completed that step successfully, you should look like this with a 4 tall glass wall all around the farm. And we're going to come over here to the northeast, and I've marked our north. So we're going to come here directly above the trapdoor. You're going to put a solid block, and then we're going to skip one and put another one right there, and then replace these with dispensers. We come around to the back here, and we're going to place a block here and a block there, and then like this and that, and you're going to place a repeater on 4 ticks right there. 4 ticks, repeater on 4 ticks there. You're going to place a redstone dust on the face on the block there, and then place a block above it. What you're going to want to do is come down like so, and like so, and place, and you should have a shape like that. Now you're going to want to come and place 3 comparators like that, and 2 up here on the top with 2 redstone dust right there, and copy this right here. Oop. All right. Repeaters on 4 ticks, dot. 3 comparators on the bottom, 2 on the top, and your redstone dust. Now you're going to want to take and mirror this redstone here on the south end. So complete that, and we will come back to another step. Alright, now that you've got the redstone done on both sides of the farm, you're probably going to want to add a way to replace the arrows in. So go ahead and place a hopper there, and a chest, and another chest, and you're just going to build a hopper silo. You can add as many chests on these as you'd like. Add a silo to each and every one that you like, and as many chests and hoppers as you like, but in any configuration that you like. So go ahead and do that, and we will move to the next step when that is over. Alright guys, this is as good a time as any to build a flying machine. So looking towards the east, we're going to flip around and towards the west. We're going to build our flying machine on the center block to the right. So if you count 11 blocks from the north wall, you'll see this where this obsidian block is. So you're going to come up 1 block from the glass. You're going to build a shape just like this, a sticky piston and 2 slime blocks, and then a second sticky piston. From this side, you're going to count out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this side 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to place your sticky piston right there on their side with 7. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4 out from there. And then on this side, you're going to place your sticky piston on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're probably going to need to break out glass to place these, but you're going to place an observer block with the power coming out through the glass like so on both sides, just like that. Now go ahead and place an immovable block there, and you're going to add an observer block facing into the slime block, just like so, and then you're going to repeat that over on this side. Now finally, you're going to come up here and do an observer block facing directly down, which will power this piston and then unpower it. And we're going to do the same thing right here. And you should look something like so. Alright. Now what we're going to want to do from here is do our blocks that are sticky bits, do our blocks that are slime blocks will be touching, and we will need to find out what those are. So I believe on this side it's not any blocks. And that is all we need to come out on this one, because we want all of the flying machine to be off of the hoppers, and that'll be as far as it needs to go. So we're going to follow this line of ice all the way across to this side, and we'll place a block right there. Then you're going to want to update your flying machine, and it will then again send itself flying yet again. Alright, now all these blocks that your slime blocks are touching are going to need to be replaced with something that does not stick to slime blocks. Alright, so things that we can use, I'm just going to use obsidian, but you can use note blocks, you can use leaves, you can use the new terracotta blocks, or glazed terracotta blocks, excuse me. But yeah, alright, so there is that portion of this problem complete. Update your flying machine, break that glass, and you'll send it flying again. Alright. Now what we're going to need to do is build a redstone contraption to reset these flying machines on their own. So we need to remove that immovable block. We're going to place it there now. Alright, actually it needs to go here. So we're going to put an observer block facing with the face and the power towards the outside of the farm, but the face should face the piston there with an immovable block. And then we can use our regular block of choice to come into so we're going to set these repeaters on 4 ticks. You're going to immovable block into a repeater, and then you're going to build a shape that looks like this. extend your platform. Alright, you need a dust on each side, like so. And then let's do one side at a time here. You're going to need comparators like this to give it a pulse extender with redstone just like so. And you need to come up to the block that is there, and you're going to want to stair step the redstone up just like this. And on that redstone you're going to want to place a trapdoor just like that. And when that trapdoor gets updated, it will update the extension there. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side, and we're going to come out. Let's just build this out just like so. Now, that being said, you want to make sure that the comparator signal goes into these blocks that we've got placed here. It's important that you place those just like these. Alright. Oops. Alright. And if we were to power this, it would send our machine running again. Alright, if we update our flying machine here and send it back, it should now return automatically if we've done this properly. Perfect. Now we need to do the same thing to this side. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is, if we place an immovable block like that, our machine actually went one further than it was supposed to. Which is okay, we can fix it. Place an obsidian block right there. That way it doesn't go that far anymore. And then we can place our block of choice. The 4-tick repeater. Now that'll stay in place. Alright. Pretty much going to do the exact same redstone that we did before. I'm going to make that shape and pattern, and I can replace these actually. Alright, I'm going to place redstone dust on either side with 4 comparators. These 2 going into the block, these 2 going away from the dust, with 2 dust here. And we need to update that block so we can step up right here. Actually don't need to actually go that far, but it's okay. Into the block, out of the block, out of the dust. And bring your dust out just like this on both sides. And you should look something just like that. Alright, so we had to make a little edit there. Move the redstone line over by 1 block so it wouldn't bud powering this piston over here. So yeah. And now it flies properly. Alright, well the next thing that you want to do is basically add your roof in. So you're going to want to come out and just fill it in like so. That way if you did have any gas spawning at this point, they wouldn't be getting away. Alright, so go ahead and fill in your roof and then we will come back for the rest. Alright, now that you've got your roof filled in as I do here, you're going to want to go ahead and grab a lever out, and you're going to also want to place glass blocks on any naked exposed block that doesn't have redstone or glass on top of it. Just add some glass to stop spawnings. And if we add a lever here on this block, we can power that and it will stop the machine. Now I recommend having an off switch on the end that does not have the arrow dispensers, and that you can stop it here. And the reason for not putting them down there is because you'll waste arrows when you turn it on, and so that works just fine. Plus we also need to stop it here, and we need to add a few blocks here on the inside, and we're going to place it there, right there. And what we need to do on top of that is a block of sand and a cactus. When we push the ghast over here, the ghast can be pushed directly into this cactus. Should be over by 2 blocks on both sides. Let's move this one over actually. Yep, there we go. And that's your extra kill mechanism on this side. You have the arrows on the other side and cactus on this side. Now the last thing to do with this farm is actually to build drop chutes. So we will get to that. Go ahead and finish this step and we will get to the drop chutes. Alright, well the last thing to do was to build the drop chutes, and I've modified from the original design in the showcase to just these drop chutes, to just these little short drop chutes, and these just hoppers down for the mobs to fall on. We're down 45 blocks here at looking at Y 181. If you remove the carpet, you'll be standing at 182. Of course, we cover all these hoppers with carpet to keep mobs from spawning down here. So they're 4 wide. They go from one end of the farm to the other. Use your Y coordinates that way. And then straight down. Make this 3x3 section here for the items falling out of the dropper up there. And they always land on it. And then chain your platforms together with one line of hoppers. And also these are 2 wide going that way. Another 3x3 just above that dropper, and then another 4 wide platform here. And I did my storage like this. Of course you can filter and everything, but I would put it underneath. I put it underneath because to keep anything from spawning on anything. So yep, there you go. And I don't know how long this has been running, not too long, but we will do a 1 hour test here in just a second. Now alternatively, you could build this with a shaft all the way down and then add cactus on the sides to kill the magma cubes. But ultimately I figured out that Endermen are going to steal the cactus over time. And maybe at 45 blocks they wouldn't, but I find this is the best way to do it, because the mobs are going to fall on there anyways. And even if they weren't falling consistently on there, we could add a little further drop. Their drop sheet could go a little further down. Let the magma cubes fall off. They're taking up the mob cap. Anyways, because they take so long to kill, so we'll get more gold, more gas tiers and stuff if we don't kill them. We'll still get a few anyways from the little ones falling down. So here's the farm in action, and I'm gonna go down, clear the chest out, and we'll get a 1 hour test out of this thing now and see how it's working. Alright, let's just get rid of that and have an empty chest there. Alright. Alright, I will see you after an hour. Alright guys, it's been about an hour and we have a pretty good rate here. We're gonna go ahead and lay these out here for us, so that way we can get a good idea. And put all the nuggets down here. Looking about like 12 and a bit stacks of nuggets. Let's see how many rotten flesh we get. Now a lot of people just would throw this away, but I'm a big fan of trading it with clerics, as it's free emeralds. And when you have to reset the cleric, you always get things you need: lapis, redstone, glowstone, that sort of thing. So 12 and a bit stacks of nuggets and 12 and a bit stacks of rotten flesh. Not too bad. You got a little bit coming in here we got to sort out, but yeah, so magma cream, gas tiers, gunpowder, ender pearls. Not too bad over an hour. So AFK overnight, you're going to have all you need of all this stuff, I believe. And anyways, let's go ahead and go. Yeah, let's go ahead and end this video here, as it's been pretty long. So anyways guys, if you like the farm, if you like the video, hit the like button. Guys, if you haven't subscribed and you really enjoy it, I'd appreciate your support for further videos. And guys, until next time, happy Minecraft, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.